Hi, I have a book today that I do not remember ever reading. It's called The Doorbell Rang by Pat Hutchins. So I'm really excited to see what happens in this book. So let's read. Let's get it so you can see it. I've made some cookies for tea, said Ma. Good, said Victoria and Sam. We're starving. Share them between yourselves, said Ma. I made plenty. And so now we're over here. That's 6 each, said Sam and Victoria. They look as good as Grandma's, said Victoria. They smell as good as Grandma's, said Sam. No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma. And the doorbell rang. I wonder who's at the door. It was Tom and Hannah from next door. Come in, said Ma. You can share the cookies. Ooh, what a nice family to share their cookies. If you remember, they had 2 people and they could have 6 cookies each. Well, now they have 4 people. And you know what that means? That's 3 each, said Sam and Victoria. They smell as good as Grandma, said Tom. And they look as good, said Hannah. No one makes cookies as good as Grandma, said Ma. And the doorbell rang. I wonder who's at the door. Well, look at all these people. It was Peter and his little brother. Come in, said Ma. You can share the cookies. 4 people, they were able to have 3 cookies each. But now there's 6 people. I wonder how many cookies they can have, because there's still only 12 cookies. That's 2 each, said Victoria and Sam. They look as good as Grandma, said Peter, and smell as good. Nobody makes cookies as good as Grandma, said Ma, and the doorbell rang. Oh, there's a whole lot of people at the door now. It was Joy and Simon and their 4 cousins. Come in, said Ma. You can share the cookies. So there were 6 people, and now there are 6 more. So how many people is that? Can you count them up? Let's see if you can count them on the picture. How many people are there? I don't know. And I wonder how many cookies each one of them will get. Well, that's 1 each, said Sam and Victoria. They smell as good as your Grandma, said Joy. And they look as good, said Simon. No one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma, and the doorbell rang. Oh no, what's going to happen to the cookies if more people come? And it rang, and they're all looking at the door. Oh dear, said Ma, as the children stared at the cookies on their plate. Perhaps you better eat them before we open the door. We'll wait, said Sam. Sam's a nice guy and he likes to share. You know who's at the door? Look who's at the door. It was Grandma with an enormous tray of cookies. How nice to have so many friends to share them with, said Grandma. It's a good thing I made a lot. And no one makes cookies like Grandma, said Ma, as the doorbell rang. The end.